So in the last class, what we did, I have shown to them this function, like how you can use stack and how you can push an element, pop an element, and traverse and pick, right? So I've shown to them both stack and queue. So what actually the thing is here? See, it are you aware about this class object, right? In Python.
I know about class. I don't know the syntax because we haven't studied, but I know a lot about object-oriented programming, so I know this.
Okay, okay. So here, I've shown. I think on that day. Okay, if you have seen that video, then in that video I've share you some link also. Means I think I have not shared, but I have opened some link. In that I explain what was the flow of that stack and queue, right? So here, this what actually here we are doing. See, in Python, for implementing the stack and queue, there are some predefined functions, you can say, and predefined classes are there. Okay, this class is for what? This class is for creating the node. Creating the node means creating the object data. Okay, so here you can see what I'm doing here. I am creating one class node. This node will have an object, and after that I'm creating this function. In that, what value I'm passing? There are two things I'm passing, self and value. Do you know the meaning of this self?
No, I don't know that.
Okay, self is used to point out the current class variable,
Is it like the index?
not an index. uh, you have done work in Java. This keyword, you know, this keyword.
Yeah, it refers to the object.
Yes, same thing is happen with self keyword. They refer to the object, but which object? Current class object, right?
So that is the constructor.
Constructor. This keyword I'm saying.
Okay, okay, got it.
This keyword means, suppose if you have a two variables same name, okay, then this keyword when you use, it tells you that this is a current class, current function object, or a variable. Okay, not to that another variable or like another function variable. So same thing, self keyword means what here? Self keyword is telling that this value, self value, this value variable belong to this function, to which you are going to assign a value. Some value you are going to assign to this variable value, and you will refer to this variable with the help of self keyword. Just like in a Java, we use this keyword, right? This keyword means to refer the object. Same thing you here also, you are referring to the object. Similarly, there is one more variable next, to which you are assigning a value none. So here in the stack, how it's happened? Suppose if the top element, if in the stack, if there is nothing is present on the stack, then what you will going to write down there? If there is nothing on the stack, then you don't need to process any element, right? Stack is empty, then the pointer will be what? -1, or you can say null. Suppose you
Yes.
have a stack like this, okay? Inside this stack there are some partitions, and suppose when you don't have any element, okay, in that case your pointer top will point to -1, which mean that it doesn't having any value. As you insert any element here, for example you inserted 1, so in that case your top value -1 plus 1 will become 0. It means that you can say -1 also, you can say it mean that doesn't having any element, or you can say top is equal to null, means the top pointer is pointing to no element, because when you don't have any element on the stack, it means that obviously the stack is empty, right? So top pointer
Yeah,
means top will going to point the top element, and when there is only one element, it is like a -1. Okay, because when there is no element, as you insert an element 1, it will increment by 1. So what value will going to change now? The top value will become what now? When you increment first element, When you add one element on the stack, the top value will become, which is currently -1 plus 1 will become 0. Means now top is pointing to the first element. You can say like this. Or suppose if you say top is equal to null and you insert one element, the top will become 1. So here this top is nothing. You can just in order to make understand the algorithm, you can manage this top, but top is just pointing an element. They are not having any value, just like an array 0 1 2 3 4 5. Top is usually used to point an element. Okay. But in case when you don't have any element on the stack, then what we say, top is equal to -1. To just say that top means in the stack no element is present, or even you can say top is equal to null. It means that the top pointer is pointing to no element. Do you understand now, or it become confusion?
No, I understood. And what is in it?
Init is a function, a kind of constructor here.
Yeah, that only I was asking. That is constructor only.
Yes. But when I ask you this keyword, you said this keyword is a constructor, so that's
No,
why.
not I was telling for init because that function
Okay.
seems like constructor.
Okay. Yeah. I think I have not understood properly your context. So I was saying in a different context. I thought you said this keyword we are using with a constructor and calling it something. I thought, but this is correct. Yeah, you said absolutely correct that thing. It's a constructor, and this self will going to refer this object. This they are used to refer the current class object or current function object. That is what value and next. Now I think it is clear to you,
Yes, now
right?
it is perfectly clear.
Yeah. See, if anything is in between, you get any, like anything is not clear, please ask immediately. Sometime what happen, we are in the flow and we just not understand the question properly. So I thought that in a different context. So that's why I've said no, it's not like that. But when you ask me the question on this function, means it's a constructor, then I come to know like you were asking based on that. Okay. So here top is just to represent the pointer. Okay. And the top value will keep on incrementing by 1 as you insert more element. Now here suppose if you insert 2. Okay. Now current value of top will increment by 1, so 0 plus 1, it will become 1 now. So top is one, you can say it as a pointer that will point to the top element, which is pointing to the top element all the time. Now here another class stack object. Okay. Now we create this one is for just to refer the current class object. Now how you can traverse the element of a stack, how you can perform push operation, pop operation. uh, do you know peep operation?
Push and pop.
Yeah, push and pop and peep. Push operation and pop operation, I
Uh,
think I've already explained in the previous classes.
yeah, pip I don't know.
Peep is for traversing, and peek is to point the top element. You can say it. So there are usually peep. We say peep, P-E-E-P. Push for inserting an element. Okay, and pop is for deleting an element, and peep is for traversing. Means how many element are there. So traversing an element.
So peep will return the number of elements.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will going to tell you like how many elements are there, just like we say in a walkthrough. You might in the
It's
school.
like dot length.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will going to just traverse to the list and tells you what are the element are there, number of element. So like this. So when we say like just walk through the code to understand the concept or to understand the function working. That is called push means inserting element, deleting element. Pip means traversing element, means that you said absolutely correct. You traverse the element, what element are present. And there is a peak which can be used to uh, represent the top element. So it depends what you're using. Either you can use top, bottom, length, this kind of representation, or you can use peak also. You can see here, right? So somebody they says a peep, okay, somebody they says as peak. So both are used. Don't get confused in this, that
So peak is same as index of -1.
sorry, can you just repeat once again?
Peak is same as index -1. Like if I create a list and then I use peak, so it is same as -1.
Length of index minus 1. Okay, yeah. You mean to say like just like length and size, just like we say we use a variable dot
Like if
length.
I create a list, like if
Mhm.
I create a list of like it has two elements, 2 and 3, and
Okay.
I say list dot peak, so it will return me 3 because it is the last element. So it is same as saying that list index -1, right?
Yes, yes, yeah. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yes. So now you can see here the class stack ll object. Okay. So in Python, there is a predefined classes are there. Okay. Like this stack ll. Okay. What do you mean by this stack ll? Let me close this first. Yeah. When you put the cursor here, so this is stack ll class. I created it and I'm passing the object. Object means what? The data that will going to be saved on the stack. Now inside this stack, this is a constructor we have created it that will going to check is self dot top means is my top element is none. If your top element is none, it means that does that stack is having any element? Can you tell me? If the top element is null, means a top is one variable you can think, or pointer which pointing an element, top element. If it is none, does the stack is having any element?
No.
Correct. If you take it from the bottom, if the bottom is none, suppose top is a pointer pointing to the top element and bottom is one variable pointing to the bottom element. If it is none, then will it having any element? No, right? So it means that what?
No.
That particular stack having length means 0, right? So since for that only this function is created, that is going to tell you that top element is none, or it is just a deciding factor here. They will going to tell you will going to do nothing in the case when you top element is doesn't, you don't have top element, you don't have bottom element, or when the length is, then in that case your length will become 0, right? Self dot length will be 0, so you assign 0 to it, right? Next function is print stack. This is used to print the content of the stack. Now here what we're going to do, here you will going to check self dot top means what is the top element. Okay, whatever the top element will be there will be assigned to this temporary variable, and you will going to print top comma and means there will be a space, and this function will keep depends on whether the till temp should not be none. Okay, how it is working, see, try to understand this flow. Let me show you the output first. Okay, I think yeah, this you can see this option. Okay, like this the output will come.
Yes.
Okay, so here what we are doing in this function, we were just checking whatever the top element is there, I will going to assign to my temporary variable. Then I will going to print top comma, then there will be a space, and and this will base on the while loop. This while loop will run unless the temporary variable will become none. Suppose you have a three element in your stack, then this temp will be assigned three time, and this while loop will run three time, and this temporary variable will keep on changing. Temp is equal to temp dot next. So I told you, right, while explaining the linked list, how they are approaching the element. If you remember, when I was giving demo class to other student, at that time I told you that at that time I told you that how you can
Yeah, it is pointing to the next element.
good. So how it was pointing it, that each node is having two part. What are those part? Info and address. Info part is holding what? Data, and address part is holding what? Address of the next node. It was something like this. This is called as a node, and it is divided into two part. This is called as your data. D for data, sorry, 1 minute. This is data, and this is what your address. Okay, this is AI written. So this data will be going to hold your data of the stack, and this address will going to point to the next node based on the address. Okay, suppose data you want to sort in a some fashion, then the data one will come. After one, what data will come? Two, right? So it will search for the address. It will not search based on the data. It will search for the address. Like after one, two is coming. So where is two? Once it find it based on the address, it will connect to that. Then this address part will connect to the next node, right? So here temp dot next means what? Once the temp is assigned with the one variable, this while loop will run. Okay, once the temp is assigned to the any value, you will going to print top space, as you can see here the output, right? Here like top space, you can give it any symbol there. I have given pipe operator, so you can give any symbol whatever you want. So as I given top pipe operator, so it is coming like this, giving a space, and then once it giving a space, it will going to run like once it print that temp dot value, what is a temporary variable holding current value, with that dot value will going to print it, then it will give a space, then it will point to the next element. Then once it is assigned to next element, the loop flow will go back again to this while loop will check is the temp variable is none. If it is not none, means condition will become true. It will come again. It will print the current temp value. Okay, means the function calling will be happen. Okay, so this based on this while loop, it will keep on printing unless your temporary variable will become none. Once it become none, you will come out of that loop and you will simply print the bottom. Do you understand, Tejas, or shall I explain once again?
I understood.
Okay, are you sure, right? Or anything not clear on this?
Yes, Simon. Yeah, sure, sure,
Okay.
sure.
After this, there is one more function, def pick self. Here you are going to check what is the length of an element you have. If it is like if self dot length, it means that if the length is equal to 0, then it means that no element is present. You will going to return none. If uh, otherwise you will going to do, if you will going to print the top value. So this pick function, obviously as you said, -1, it will going to do that. So pick and peep, there is exactly like this. The only difference between these two is what? Peep is for traversing finding the length of an element all, peak is used to find out the last element. That you said absolutely correct in the list as -1. So here they will also going to do the same. Now this is the code for pushing. Now just see once what you understand from this code. Can you just see it once and try to understand? I will explain you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just see it.
Okay. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't understand what is new is equals to node and value.
New is equal to node value. Okay, see, it is pointing to the new node actually. See, whenever we push it, okay, so when we push it, you have to create in the form of node, right? Just like this node. That is the reason that you can switch between the element. So node means each node is holding some value. So you are checking.
Oh, so we are just creating an object of the node class.
Yeah, correct.
That only is a new. Okay.
Yes, correct. So you can see it. We have creating the object of this node class and we have defined the function.
Yeah.
So here they are checking based on that is self dot value is equal to value means does the node is having any value. If it is value, then it will assign and you will going to check for the next element.
Yes. Okay. Why have we written self dot top dot next is equals to old top?
Self dot top dot next is equal to old top. Okay, this is see here. What is if self dot length is 0? Okay, if the length is 0, you will come inside. You will going to assign the new top element to. Okay, you will assign the new value to this self dot top. Otherwise, you will assign to the bottom or you will check from the bottom. In case if this condition become false, suppose if the length is not equal to 0, okay, means if you have a still element in the present, then what you will going to do, old top, what is the current old top, that will be assigned. Wait, okay, just 1 minute. Self top and self top equal to new, self top next is equal to old top. And okay, sorry, yeah, it is just to switch between the top value. Means when you will going to add a new element, right? So obviously whatever the old top value, they will become the, means whatever the previous top value will become the old one, right? So here you will going to assign whatever the current top value. In case if you add an element, obviously the length value will not be true. Okay, but suppose, okay, sorry, let me explain once again. Currently you don't have any element. If you add any element, this self dot length will not be
That part
true.
I understood. I just want to know the
Yeah,
else
yeah,
part.
yes, I'm telling that that will be obviously will not be true. Okay, so the flow will come to this else part. Now once you come this else part, you will going to check old top is equal to self top, means now the new element is inserted. So once you insert a new element, okay, so that the current top value will become now old top, and the new node value, the new object value will become a current top value, self top. And then you will move the pointer from self top, not self dot top dot next will be assigned with the old top, means the pointer will be going to point to the top value. So this old top value will always be become the below one, right? Do you understand what I said? Okay, let me explain in
Yeah,
the.
I understood the below one, but why it is dot next? Like why when we get the new value, why do we want dot next to be the old value?
Okay, yeah, wait, I'm telling you. Just 1 minute. Let me make that diagram. Okay, suppose this is your stack. Inside this stack, you have a three element. That is your 1, 2, and 3, right? And now I'm saying here old top is equal to cell top. Now, if this condition falls, your current value, which is the pointer is pointing to this first. Okay. Now, if you insert any element, so this self top, which is currently the top value, okay, will be assigned to the old top, will become old now. Okay, and self dot top, whichever is the current, means the new object value will be assigned to the top now. So it means that this pointer will going to point to this one. Till then I think it is clear. Next thing you are asking me, this one, self dot top dot next will become old top, means as you know that this pointer will suppose there is a multiple element here, right? So it means that in that case, how many number of next element will have, they all will be the old one, old top one. Do you understand? Like suppose this is you inserted, this is will become your current top value. Then in that case, what will be these two? This will obviously will become the old one. This is also your old top, and next to this old top will also be a old top. So your pointer will keep on increasing or incrementing whenever you insert a new element. So based on that, like the top element will be your cell top, and the below one will be your old top, and old top next will be the next one, means the previous old value. Do you understand?
A bit confusing.
Okay, let me give you one more example. See here, try to understand what they are saying here. Old top is equal to self top. What do you understand from this? It means that when you insert a new element, when length become 1, okay, when you insert element, obviously length will change. So self dot top, okay, so whatever the top element will now become the old one, and you will going to assign a new value to the cell dot top. Now cell dot top dot next means with respect to this, what will be the next pointer to with respect to this? Now you don't have any value here, you have a value here only, right? So with respect to this top element, what is the next one? Obviously the old top value, right? It is like a you can say transitive kind of dependency, a into b, b into c, c into a, like that. Do you
So it's
understand?
like when we got three values,
Mhm.
so when we add three to it, but according to the code, the pointer will now point to two because it is next to three.
Yes, it is like it is telling this value will be going to assign to self dot top dot next. It means that Now self dot top dot next will be going to not pointing. It is not pointing actually. Pointing means once you make the self dot top new, now you are going to tell that what will be my self dot top dot next value. Means with respect to this top value, what will be my next value? That is my old value. This is they are saying. Did you understand? Or I
Yes, yes.
see, let very simple it is. Your current value is this one, okay, and with respect to this current value, what are the old value? These two. But with respect to this self top means your current value, and this what is the next to this current value? Your old value. So this thing, this code is pointing to this line: old top, self top.
Got it. No, I was just thinking, I understood what this means and how this works. I was just thinking why it is from 3 it is going to 2. I think it should just be at 3 only, right? It should just point at 3.
Yeah, it will be pointer will be pointing to 3 only. It is just telling you that once the incrementing is done.
Just telling. So
Yeah,
that self dot top dot next is, it should actually be self dot top dot back. That
yeah,
would make sense.
yes, correct. It will be the top, the pointer top will always point to the first element only, but we are just telling the function that what will be once you insert an element, what what a variable will pointing to what. Like for example, you keep on adding a new element, then obviously the self top value will keep on changing. Then you have to tell to the function also this old top value will be assigned to whom. Obviously self dot top dot next, because this thing we need it when you convert this into some array or queue. At that time this pointer next will going to help you. It will be going to help you like this: 3, then after 3 what will be the next? 2, right? After 2 what will be the next? 1, right? Like this it helps. So this we need to maintain the uh, relation between all the data. Is it clear to you now, or shall I give you some more example?
Yeah, now it is properly clear.
Okay. Similarly, in the pop also we have like that. If the length is 0, we're going to do nothing. Otherwise, we will assign to the temporary variable the top value. Then my self top value is equal to self dot top dot next. In what case? When you decrement an element.
This yeah, this is very easy to understand, that
Yes.
you are just in temp you're storing the top value, and
Yeah.
then you're saying that the top value is dot next, means it is the value before it, and then
Mhm.
you're decreasing the length. This is
Yes.
understood.
Yeah. In push, in push your arrow will go from bottom to top. So that's the reason you need to
I was just
uh
confused with the word next.
okay, okay. So you have to manage from top to bottom. So you need to take every like data with us. When you come bottom to top, obviously like self dot top dot next will come when you decrement a value. Now suppose this element, if you reduce it, this self dot top will point to the self dot top dot next. So this next is pointing to the next element. Means in what case? When you're reducing an element, when you performing a pop operation, and here it is just telling that compiler that once you add an element, it will assign to old top, and the pointer top pointer is point to the new element, and that, and when you add an element, your self dot top dot next will point to the old top. Means now this will going to point to the next element, means with respect to this current element. So always remember this top is pointing to the current element. So here plus 1 is there, here minus 1 is there. uh, Tejas, you can ask me doubt if you are unable to understand. I will see some more example,
No,
but
I perfectly understood. I
yes.
perfectly understood.
Yeah. uh, you will get more clarity when you run on your system, so it's not much difficult. Okay, just like you have to understand how the push and pop operation is occurring. So let me run this and show you this class. Actually, I know that it's difficult and sometimes be confusing to remember when we formulate the code in the form of class and object, because there we need to take the constructor and
I
this.
understand class is an object. I
Mhm.
was just confused that next is actually back. It is pointing to the before object. So I
Yes,
was
yes.
thinking that why the next object is the before object.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Now it is clear, na?
Yes, now it's clear.
Okay. So like when you run this, I'm calling this class with some object or variable, and after that, whatever operation you want to perform. So you can see it here. Push will going to keep on continuously add an element, and it will keep on adding an element. And when you want to print it, it will going to print like this. As I said, you just see this.
Yes, yes.
And similarly, when you want to pop it, in case of pop, you don't need to pass any value. Pop will always going to pop the top element. You can see the source also if you want to see how this pop operation is working. You can see the code also.
Understood.
Okay, so like this it works. And as you perform pop operation, the element will also keep on updating. Like here, peak is pointing to the last element, and once you did the pop operation here, it is pointing to 3 now. Well, let me run this. Now once you do pop operation, it will going to pop and it will going to do 2121. Why it is coming 2121? 123 I have added. Okay. S- Sticky peep. So peak is 3. 321. Okay. Why it is coming? Just give a minute. On that day I made some changes. So I think it's coming like that. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, yeah, I got it now. Actually, I'm running this multiple times, so it is inserting 1 to 1 or like that fashion. Okay. Let me take it. Stack push 4. Okay, now 4 3 2 1. Okay, correct. Then 3 2 1. Okay, and I have run this also, right? Before means after running this, I run one time this one also. So that's why they have popped 3 and printing 2 1. Let me run this. Okay, see, they have popped 4. Now I will run once again. They have popped 3. I will run once again. They will pop 2. They will pop 1. Again 3. Again 2. Again 1. Again 2. Again 1. Like this. And now again, if you want to run this, it will going to pop 2. And now what is from the top and bottom? Only 1 is present, right? So like this it works. Similar thing, I have made this code in the form of array. You can try this code with this code is already uploaded. You can try also in the form of array how we can do it. It is exactly same. Only the thing is there is some representation or changes.
Okay.
Here I have I have created one class, and in the form of array I have run this one. This is exactly same as the above code. Only the difference is this is in the form of array processing the element. So you can rest are same. Wherever
Yeah,
you
okay.
wherever you stuck, you can please feel free to ask. You can ping also,
Yes, okay.
but please share me the doubt. Okay, don't keep it because if you pile up, or like suppose if anything you can ask me. Okay, because uh, once you ask question, it will be clear, so it will not lead to the miscommunication or anything for the next concept. So wherever you stuck, ping me on the Trello itself. Like while working, I'm unable to understand this line. Can you please explain? I will send it on the Trello itself. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Similarly, for this queue, do you want to try or shall I explain for the queue?
I can try.
So here queue, the only difference is that here we are using NQ and DQ operation. NQ is for what? Insertion. DQ is for deletion. Okay. And here is also same thing. I created a constructor, and but the only difference is that there I was using top, bottom. Here I'm using first and last. And here I'm using the term front and rear. Front is for what? Do you know front and rear?
Yeah, front is the first one.
No, no. Front is always point to the element that you want to delete. So front and rear are the two pointer. Front will keep on changing once you delete an element. Let me show you. In the form of image I have to show, that's why I'm showing you. You can see this. Is it visible to you?
Yes.
Hmm. You can see there is no element as of now. So front and rear are pointing. Okay. Now, uh, as you insert an element, suppose your data in this form, front will be, it's not like that front will always point to the first element. It will point to that element that you want to remove, and it will increment by that. Like suppose you remove 30, so the front will be increment and it will point to this element. Why? Because if you remove that element, this front will also be keep on change, and this rear
By
is,
default, front is the first element, right?
yeah, by default means it will there, but you can't say it like front always come here. It might be possible that you have only one element, and front and rear both are same. In what scenario front and rear will be same? Can you tell me?
Only one.
Yes, when you have only one element on the stack, then you front and rear will always be, and it is not true all that you said front is always pointing. If it is circular queue, do you know about circular queue?
No.
Circular queue means where it is managed in a circular fashion. um I need to show the image, that's what I'm saying. But it is not true. Front and rear can become front. See this. So is front is your pointing to the first element? Is
No.
correct. Why it is? Let me tell you. See, suppose you are at the end of the list, end of the queue, and you are circular queue. Circular queue means it is moving in a circular fashion. Means suppose here the space are empty, you are at the last, you want to insert element, so the next element will be inserted here. So that is why rear is pointing to this one. Do you understand? It is fashion, it is managed in a circular fashion. Means here you have a two empty space and your rear is pointing to this. Now if you want to insert an element, so based on the empty space where the element will going to insert, obviously on the empty space, that is this block. So rear will going to point to which element which is inserted recently, so which it will going to point this one, and front will going to point which element or to that element that you want to remove right now. So front will want to remove this 5. That is the reason that the thing that you said was not correct. Front is not always pointing to the first element. It depends on the scenario and the type of the queue. Remember this thing. If anyone asks you, or in future also, in interview, or like suppose normal only, in any scenario, if anyone asks you, don't say like front is always pointing first element. Say it depends on scenario or the type of queue. If it is circular queue, front and rear can be come ahead or back, or like front can be come before rear, or like that. It depends on the empty space, or it depends on the queue. Now I hope it you understand this one.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So regarding this queue, okay, you just have to just change this first, last, and length. Run this code. Try to understand. Peak also here will going to now. Okay, there peak was pointing to which element? Last element, right? Here the peak will point to which element?
First one.
Yes,
Stack is last in and first out, right?
correct.
And queue
Queue
is
is first in, first out.
okay.
Whichever
That
element.
is why it is printing first one.
Yeah, just think it like suppose in a school you are waiting for getting a like you are waiting in a queue, or you are standing in the queue for your turn. So it's similar to like that. You can imagine it with the real time scenario and try to understand an example of queue, stack, or link list. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow when we connect, we will do link list and tree together. Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah,
just run this code and let me know if you stuck somewhere, or if you need some more example,
sure.
we will do that.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah, okay. Okay then. So we will connect in the next class.